This is Mystic Rose, and I'm coming to you today with an interesting pick a card, and it's all about someone in your life that is no longer speaking to you. What are they really thinking about you right now, and what are they secretly thinking about you right now? So I'm going to show you the three piles. I'd like you to meditate on which one calls to you. You can always listen to more than one if you're drawn to more than one. But as always, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're finding this, it's the right time. And there will be a message in there for you. Let us begin. Okay, here are the three different piles. So this is pile number 1 with the beautiful Petoskey stone. Pile number 2 with this blue stone. And pile number 3 with this beautiful jade green stone. Please meditate on these 3 different piles and see which one you're drawn to. You may ask your spirit guides to help you in leading you to the correct pile with the message for you about the person who is no longer in your life, to find out what they're secretly thinking about you, to find out if they're ready to reunite with you or maybe they're not. So think about these 3 different piles and see which one you're drawn to, and then go down in the description box below and click on the timestamp that corresponds with the correct pile. Okay, pile number 1. This is your pile. This is your message for you about that person who's no longer in your life right now. What are they secretly thinking about you? And are they ready to reunite, or what are their intentions? So let's take a look. Okay, so with the 6 of Cups, they're definitely walking away from you. We've also got take action, apologizing, no trips without a tripper, and my slightest improvement is of such great value. Now, we've also got the Rider-Waite cards. I'm going to pull those after I tell you a little bit about each of these. Let's start with this one. This is about apologizing. It says, today I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies, taking responsibility for my own actions and no one else's. I will seek God's help in figuring out what I truly need to apologize for, and I will do so without reservation. So this person is walking away from you because they feel that you owe them an apology that they never got. And even if you did apologize to them, they didn't feel that it was genuine or heartfelt. This is the Desert card, where everything is just barren and there's no fruitfulness. So there's no fruitfulness in this relationship anymore. And that is why it ended, because nothing good was coming out of it, and you were not growing as a person, and that's why it came to an end, and the other person wasn't growing either, is what I'm hearing. And so that's why you've gotten this card. It says, my slightest improvement is of such great value, because you're actually becoming a better version of yourself without them. I know it might be hard sometimes to be away from this person, and it might hurt you whenever you think about it, but know that sometimes things happen for a reason, and in this case, the reason is so that you both could grow separately. And here's some advice for you from Spirit. There's tremendous value when you are able to deliberately cause even the slightest improvement in the way you feel. For even in that small emotional improvement, you may have regained a measure of control. You no longer feel powerless, and so your trek back up the emotional scale is not only possible, but it's relatively easy. So this is talking about trying to feel better now. Trying to feel better now, okay? And if you haven't apologized, this card is all about making healthy apologies. And even, what I'm hearing is that you need to apologize to yourself and own up to any actions that you've done, and truly ask for God's help in knowing what you should apologize for, because you don't even know what you did. That's the whole thing, is like, this person walked away and you don't even really fully know why they did, because things weren't necessarily horrible, but they weren't good either. And so I'm going to draw some cards now to see if the person wants to come back and reunite with you, and what are they secretly thinking about you. This other person has been doing a lot of hard work and reflection, and they kind of feel like what they have done, they are getting judged for really harshly. So they felt like you judged them a little too harshly, and they feel that, you might have, well, I'm just going to say it. They think that you think you're so perfect, and they see you as being very judgmental toward them. And so they are just trying to focus on their job right now and making money and saving up money. And they're trying to focus on just saving up their energies. Their energies had been very depleted for the last several months. So they're trying to work hard to rebuild their energy and their finances, and their health as well for some of them, because they were stressed and it led them to just feeling tired or having ill health. So they really feel, though, that you judged them too harshly, and that the relationship was out of balance, and they feel that if it would have been more balanced, there might have been a chance. But I'm feeling that there's a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of anxiety about this relationship. When it was actually working, or seemed to be working, everything was okay, it just wasn't great. And there were nights when you both were up with anxiety and anxious thoughts. And still today, when they think about the relationship, they get anxiety. So they're not over it. They have their emotions about it, and they know exactly what they're feeling about it. They're not in denial. They just simply they have decided that it's not worth talking about at this time. And if you have asked them to think about it, they may be thinking about this for a while, and they may take their time in deciding what they want to do, whether they want to get back with you and try again or not. But my overall feeling is it's a no for this, because they are walking away. And also this card right here, it just shows the desert, so it's not a very fruitful relationship. So sometimes it's better to move on, to find others that are just more in harmony with us, more compatible with us. And I believe that this is a case in which two people tried their best, but there was a disconnect, and it's gonna be okay, because in time they will forgive you, especially if you just send out a little apology to them, they'll accept your apology and it might help you and them to get over this and to heal this. But it doesn't mean that you guys will be going back together anytime soon, possibly ever. But that's up to you ultimately, because you're the one who has to take action. It's up to you with this card, okay? You're the one that has to apologize. But really think about, you know, this relationship and ask yourself, what is so good about this relationship? Why do you want this relationship if it's really not that fruitful? So you've got to go inside and ask yourself some really important questions. That is it for this reading for pile number 1. If you enjoyed this reading and it resonated with you, please comment in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And any comments that you leave, know that I do read them all and respond. Many blessings to you, and thanks for tuning in. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading for what are they thinking about you, the person that you have been separated from for a while. What are they thinking about you secretly, and do they want to reunite? Pile number 2, this person has a lot of secrets that you don't know about, and so you've got to keep that in mind going forward, that there's things that are unknown to you. You don't have all the information. You also got compromise, a helping hand, receiving joyfully, and I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. So this is kind of telling me a story about what happened. This person was hiding things from you, and basically they have feelings they're not sharing with you. They didn't tell you everything going on. They might have been addicted to either alcohol or drugs or gambling. They might have had some sort of things they didn't want to deal with, some very deep things or deeply rooted issues from childhood that they carry around with them. You wanted to heal them and help them and compromise, because when you were with them, you didn't agree with what they were doing necessarily, but you wanted to help them. And now the universe is helping you to receive the new blessings that are coming in and help you let go of this person, because there's a letting go process that has to happen, because this was a negative relationship, and you have to be very careful what ingredients you put in your pie. Imagine yourself as a chef in an extremely well-stocked kitchen where there are many ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation, but you feel no discomfort about their existence. You simply utilize the ingredients that will enhance your creation, and you leave the ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation out of your pie. You know, life is like a pie, and what we put into it matters. Do you want a bad tasting pie for your life, or do you want a sweet and good tasting pie? So what you put in matters. So the people that you surround yourself matter too, and you matter. And so now there's a helping hand reaching out to you from the universe, helping you to heal from what has been feeling like it's been broken. Now it's your time to receive joyfully. There's new things on the way for you, because this other person will get more into how they're feeling, secretly feeling about you. But this card here has me feeling hopeful for you, pile number 2, because there's so much to look forward to for other connections with other people that are gonna not going to make you forget about this other person, but it's gonna help you to heal and to find and receive joy. Today I will let someone give to me. Whether it's a compliment, an offer to help, or even a gift, I will stand there and take it joyfully. I know that I'm deserving of good things, so I will simply say thank you. You know, this person never gave you a very good compliment. They just kind of took you for granted. That's what I'm hearing right now. And so let's ask the Rider-Waite deck, what, and Spirit, what is it that they are thinking about you? And would they ever want to reunite? And would that be advisable? So right now they have everything that they want. They may have moved on from you. They may be thinking about marriage with somebody else, or maybe they just feel like they don't need you. Maybe it's not even a romantic partner. It's just like somebody who moved on from you that was a toxic person, and now they feel like they have everything, so they don't need you anymore. Yeah, they really feel like their wishes have all come true, and they feel like very balanced because okay, you two were like sort of, you were like fire and gasoline with each other, and because of that, they weren't the best version of themselves with you either. And so now, if you were to see them and glance into their lives, they look like they're doing much better, and they are, but you are too. If you think about it, you are doing a lot better too, is what I'm hearing. And you know deep down in your heart that you guys just weren't good for each other. They're very in touch with how they feel because they have been given a lot of time to think about it, and they knew exactly what they wanted when they asked for this break or this breakup or this time apart. They had just come to the end of a lot of pain. I'm sensing that there was either a big fight or just a big disappointment toward the end. So they are feeling glad to be out of that situation, and you are too. So don't forget about that. Know your worth and know your value, and know that you should never compromise too much yourself for somebody. So you and this person are just very, very different from one another. And how can you get along with somebody when you don't even know everything about them and they hide parts of themselves from you? You can't know somebody. And so with the help of the universe, you are going to move on to different things, and you're going to be very careful about what ingredients you're putting in your pie of life from now on. So try to remember to take good care of yourself and to try to find relationships with like-minded people, people that share your values and treat you right. Because that's what life is all about, is being with people who connect with you in a positive way. It makes good friends make a good life, and good relationships are something to really build upon. So that's it for you for today for pile number 2. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. I do read all the comments. And many blessings to you. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful jade stone, this is your reading. And even if everything doesn't resonate, there's some kind of message in here for you. So stay with it and take what you like and forget the rest. But basically, the person that you're separated from and who you want to know what they're secretly thinking of you, they are moving on. They are moving forward. And they are taking action. And you are called to love where you are right now, because you've been looking backward a little too much, and it's time to really look forward and think about what you want in the future. So have you made a list to the universe yet of the qualities that you would like to have in either a best friend or a romantic partner? Because once you acknowledge your desires, the universe can grant you those desires. But if you don't know what you want, that's not the best place to start. So you've got to start with knowing what you want. You've been protective of everything that you've built, because you have built up a life. You had it hard. You haven't had an easy life. Things weren't given to you, and you've worked very hard. And so because of that, you come off as a bit defensive, and you have every right to feel that way. But also, just try to relax and try not to be so defensive, because it can come across as you being somewhat of a negative person, and it can keep other people away and push other people away. So I don't know if this was something that you used to fight about with this person, but maybe it could have been over money, because you're a very hard worker, and perhaps this person wasn't a hard worker, and maybe you guys fought over things like that. That's what I'm hearing for some of you, but not for everyone. And for some of you, you might have just had different visions for the future. You had a very specific vision for your future, and it clashed with what they wanted. And so because of that, you guys just went your separate ways. You're still finding out what you want in life. This says, today I will release the belief that my needs are never met. I will acknowledge my desires, then turn them over to my higher power. My wants and needs are not an accident. God created them, and He created me. So get in touch with what you want for the future, and what you want in a partner, and what you want in a friend, because all romantic relationships are based on how well you can get along as friends too. There's nothing that you cannot be, do, or have, and we want to assist you in achieving that. But we love you right where you are right now, even if you don't, because we understand the joyful journey to get where you want to be. So yes, you want to go places, you want more in life, you aspire to a lot. You are going through basically a hard time right now, and you are a little bit defensive, but there's some better things out there for you. So claim that, and know that if you just kind of stop being so defensive and you just narrow down what you want and relax, you're gonna just, I want to say it's going to be like smooth sailing through these next couple months and this process ahead, whatever you're trying to attain. You're a very goal-driven person. You really don't need somebody by your side, but you enjoy somebody by your side, but they have to be a like-minded person. And this person that you've separated from, they just have a very different vision than you. So what are they thinking about you right now? They may be still thinking about you, and they really don't know how they feel about you, because in some ways you're everything that they ever wanted, but they can't decide. They're very indecisive people. And this card shows me too that they just might have recently got a new job and they're very proud of it and they want to tell you about it. Or they might have started something new and they want to tell you about it, but they can't decide if they want to reach out to you or not. So, but they're very, very happy right now, and they feel like their dreams have a chance of coming true. And from the looks of these cards, they're very indecisive on how they feel about you. This just came out, so this could be that they are possibly either a very creative individual with a lot of passion, or they are an air sign, or a fire, not an air sign, a fire sign, either Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo person, sun, moon, or ascendant, because that came flying out. But whoever this person is, they're very undecided on if they want to reach out to you or not. And you guys do have some good synergy between you. Let's pull a card for the synergy. So the synergy is the Knight of Pentacles, and the card about this one is the Three of Pentacles, which is all about finding your value. So they really want to come to you, but they're working on themselves right now because they need to do some growing up, and they need to find what they're good at in life, because they're a very passion-driven person, but they really don't know what they want out of life yet. So they're working on themselves, and give them some time. You can always just be there and wish the best for them, but they do want to reach out to you, and you may be getting a phone call or an email from them soon. So be on watch for that. But it's really up to you, because they're sort of on the fence and you sort of are too, and you're trying to find out what you want, and you know that there might be even something better than this person for you out there. So so before you even connect with this person again, find out what you want, and make sure that the other person has all the qualities that you need, so that you aren't so defensive and so ready to fight. Okay? And that's it for the advice for pile number 3. I hope that this was helpful for you. And as always, if you enjoyed this, please comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, pile number 3. Many blessings.